Hey everybody, it's Kylie and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really fun tutorial for y'all. I'm going to show y'all how to crochet these cute little mini turtles. Are they not absolutely adorable? And the best thing about this pattern is it's a no-sew pattern, meaning that once you make the legs and the head and stuff, you don't have to sew them onto the turtle. You attach them as you make it. So I will show y'all exactly how to do that. But anyway, these are such cute projects. They work up so quickly. Each turtle is about 4 inches across the back of its shell. So they're the perfect little mini size. Like if you need some smaller items like at a craft market or a show to sell, these would be perfect because I can assure you people of all ages will absolutely love these turtles. And I love that you can use any 2 colors of coordinating yarn to make different turtles. I made a purple turtle because my favorite color is purple, so I had to do a purple one, and I think it turned out absolutely adorable with a lighter purple yarn for underneath and the dark purple on the shell. And I even made a pink one, and today I'm going to be making a blue one. But before we get started on this tutorial, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, be sure to give me a thumbs up and to click that subscribe button for more free crochet patterns and tutorials. But we're going to jump right into this tutorial, and I'm going to show y'all exactly what you'll need to make a turtle and then show you exactly how to make the turtle from start to finish, and you can have your own little turtles made in no time. Okay, so to start, we're going to go over the yarn I used. I am using the Premier Parfait Chunky yarn. This yarn works up so smoothly. It makes the absolute best plushies. You can order this online off the Premier website. This is where I order mine at, and I'll be sure to put a link down in the description. And I'm going to be making a blue turtle today. So I have this lighter blue and then a dark blue. So whatever colors you want to use, this yarn, Premier Parfait Chunky, comes in so many fun colors. You can make so many different colors of turtles or color combinations. The possibility be endless. And this is a number 6 super bulky yarn. Aside from the yarn, a few other things you'll need to make a little turtle is you will need a stitch marker because the turtle is crocheted in rounds and we don't join, so you'll definitely need a stitch marker to mark the first stitch of your round. You'll need some 12mm safety eyes. I'm just using some basic black ones that I ordered off Amazon. You'll also need a yarn needle or tapestry needle. I love the ones with the little bent ends. Those are my absolute favorite. You'll need a pair of scissors, and you'll also need a 5mm or H crochet hook. And since I know everybody's going to be asking me, I ordered this specific hook off of Etsy. I'm pretty sure it comes from a shop in the UK, but I'm actually not sure if they are selling them anymore. I ordered it a few years ago, and I think I've since then looked and cannot find the shop that sells them. They're not available anymore, so I'm sorry for that, but it did come off of Etsy, and you can find some really unique crochet hooks on Etsy if you look. So that's where I'd recommend going to look for some different kinds of crochet hooks if you want something different. And you're also going to need a small amount of polyfill for this pattern. So that's all you're going to need to crochet this stuffed turtle. And we're just going to go ahead and jump into the pattern. I'm going to show you exactly how to make your own turtle. Okay, so for this pattern, since we are using 2 different colors, I start with a lighter color because since this is a no-sew pattern and we attach the legs and the head as we make it, we will make the legs and the head first, and we'll start with the lighter color of whatever colors of yarn you're using. And I generally make my legs first, then my head, and then we'll make the top of the shell, and then we'll join those pieces on as we finish the bottom. So he's kind of you work the outer pieces, then you make the shell, and then you combine it all and then bring it to a close, if that kind of makes sense. But I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So I have the lighter blue here, and I'm going to start with the legs. Okay, and so to make a magic ring or a magic circle, you're simply going to take your yarn, you're going to take your tail of yarn to your left and your working yarn to your right. You're simply going to wrap it and make a loop like so. This and the working yarn's over, and I'm going to make the loop a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to take my crochet hook, go through the loop like so, grab that working yarn, and then you'll just simply chain 1 to secure, and that's how you make a magic ring or magic circle. I'm going to work 10 single crochet into this magic ring. Okay, so there's 10. After you've made 10 single crochet, you're going to pull that tail and close the middle like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to work 2 single crochet in each stitch around. So if you need to go ahead and place a stitch marker here, you can. I don't have to because I've made so many of these that I know where the end and the beginning of the row starts and stops. But I'm simply going to place 2 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, and after you do 2 single crochet in each stitch around, you should have a total of 20 stitches. And you want to make sure you go ahead and you knot this tail from your magic ring. If you do not knot this, it does have a potential to come loose and undone, and your stitches can come undone or just create a hole here in the middle. So you want to make sure you pull it and you knot that off. But I'll show you again real quick. I just found a loop or a stitch here, and I pull my tail under it and pull up a loop. Then I grab the tail and pull it through that loop. And then I tighten the one loop down and then pull the tail back through that loop, and that makes a knot. So then it's knotted and it can't come undone. Okay, so the legs are only 2 rounds. So I've done my 2 rounds. And so now we're going to fold it in half, kind of like a taco. And I'm just going to stuff this tail in here. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to stuff it in there. But so you're going to fold it in half because it's a circle. Fold it in half like a taco. And then we're just going to go from one side here to the other side. And we're just going to single crochet the top edge shut. So you're just going to go through a stitch on one side, through the stitch on the other side, and single crochet it shut. Poke that tail down. Like so. I'm going to stuff the tail in there. And you're just going to do this all the way across until you've completely closed. And then I'm going to do one more here at the end. And there is one leg of your turtle. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. So you're going to go ahead and weave in this tail, and you're going to repeat this 3 more times until you have a total of 4 legs. So I'm going to go ahead and make my other 3 legs, and I will then show you how I crochet the head. Okay, so I finished my 4 legs and weave the ends in, and I'm just going to take these and set these over here, and then I'm going to show y'all how to make the head next. So again, I'm using the light blue, or the lighter color of the 2 colors I'm using, and I'm going to make another magic circle, and we're going to work 6 single crochet into this magic circle for the beginning of the head for round 1. So just work 6 single crochet in the magic circle. 3, I'm going to pull this a little bit tighter. 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to close. And then we're going to work 2 single crochet in each stitch around for round 2. So make sure to use your stitch marker if you need to. And I'm just going to work 2 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, at the end of round 2, you should have 12 stitches. Don't forget to make sure to knot that end so your head of the turtle does not come undone. And then going on to round 3, rounds 3 and 4 for the head of the turtle, you're just going to single crochet in each stitch around. So I'm just going to work 2 rounds of single crochet in each stitch for round 3 and 4, and at the end of each row you still should have 12 stitches, and I'll meet up with y'all after I do that. Okay, so I've worked rounds 3 and 4, single crocheting in each stitch around, and this is what it looked like. I'm going to go ahead and do round 5, and then I'm going to place my safety eyes. So for round 5, we are going to single crochet in 1 stitch, and then we're going to single crochet 2 stitches together. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. Single crochet in 1 stitch, single crochet 2 stitches together. And I'm just going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, and this is what it'll look like. And at the end of round 5, you should have a total of 8 stitches left. And I'm going to go ahead and before I stuff the head, there's one more round on the head. But before we stuff it and finish closing it, I'm going to go ahead and add my safety eyes. So I generally place my safety eyes between rounds 2 and 3. So here's 1, 2, 3. So between rounds 2 and 3 and about 3 stitches apart. So I'm just going to find a spot there. And then roughly 1, 2, 3 stitches like so. And that looks good. You can look at it, and if you like it, you can go ahead and put the backs on them. If you want to move them, you can. But I like that. That looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the backs on these. Okay, and so now I have the backs on them. This is what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of polyfill. You can't put a whole bunch because the head's so small, but we're going to put a little bit of polyfill and go ahead and stuff the head as best we can. And then we're going to do the very last round, which is round 6, and finish the head. The head probably is about as stuffed as I'm going to get it. So for round 6, you're simply just going to single crochet 2 stitches together all the way around. So we're just going to work single crochet 2 stitches together all the way around. And then one more time. Okay, and then that'll be the end of round 6. At the end of round 6, you should have a total of 4 stitches. I'm going to go ahead and cut this yarn and weave the end in. And then I'm going to grab my darker color yarn and I'm going to show y'all how to make the shell. Okay, so now I've grabbed the darker color and we're going to make the top part of the shell. And to do that, we're going to make another magic ring or magic circle. And we're going to place 6 single crochet in the first round of that magic circle. So I'm going to go ahead and put 6 single crochet here in my magic ring. 6. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that tail and pull that shut. Okay, and then we're going to, for round 2, we're going to work 2 single crochet in each stitch around. Okay, at the end of round 2, you should have 12 stitches. For round 3, we're going to single crochet in 1 stitch, and then work 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and we're going to repeat that around. We're going to work a single crochet in the next stitch, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and you're just going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, at the end of round 3, you should have 18 stitches. Going on to round 4, I'm going to single crochet in 2 stitches and then work 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And I'm going to repeat that all the way around. I'm going to single crochet in 2 stitches and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And I'm going to repeat that all the way around for round 4. Okay, at the end of round 4, you should have 24 stitches total. Going on to round 5, we're just going to repeat round 4. So we're going to single crochet in 2 stitches, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and I'm going to repeat that all the way around for round 5. So I will single crochet in 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and I'm just going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, so at the end of round 5, you should have 32 stitches. Going on to round 6, and this is the last round for our turtle shell, is we're going to work 1 single crochet in each front loop stitch all the way around. So if you look at your stitch, normally you have a front loop and a back loop, and normally you work by placing your crochet hook under both of those. But instead, we're not going to go under both of those. We're just going to work in the front loop only. So I'm going to work 1 single crochet by just simply inserting my hook into the front loop only of each stitch. So we just want to grab that front loop. And the reason is because when we go to attach the turtle, the bottom, everything, and work the bottom of the shell, is we're going to work in these back loops here for the next round. So I'm just going to go ahead and crochet single crochet in each front loop all the way around the entire this shell, and I'll meet back up with y'all after I do that. Okay, so I've worked a single crochet in the front loops all the way around, and you can see how that you can see those back loops. Here in a minute, we're fixing to take our lighter color and work in the back loops and attach all of our pieces. But for now, you can cut your yarn and weave in this tail if you want to of this dark color, and that is the end of round 6. You should still have 32 stitches, and you should have 32 back loops that are unworked. And I'm going to go ahead with this tail end, and then I'm going to grab my lighter color of yarn, and I'm going to show y'all how to attach all the pieces to your turtle. Okay, so now you can start anywhere you want to around the shell. It doesn't matter, so just start any back loop you want. I have the outside of the shell facing me and the inside facing away, so you can see that this is the line of the back loops. So anywhere you want to start, and then I have one of the legs, and I'm going to face the leg, the rounded edge facing my left, because we're going to work this way like we normally do in crochet. And to start, I'm going to start, like, sometimes you can work and attach. I attach the legs by 2 single crochets, and you can start in that first stitch and then do on the next stitch. But sometimes by doing that, it angles the leg kind of more like that, and I like the leg angled back a little bit. So instead of actually doing the stitch, sometimes I'll go behind that first single crochet. So I'll do like behind. I know it's a little confusing, but I'll do like a stitch behind the single crochet. It's not really actually even a stitch. And then I'm going to go through a back loop on the shell, and then I'm going to find my yarn here, and we're just going to work it like a single crochet. So we're going to pull through the loop and the leg, and we've got 2 loops, and we're just going to like act like a single crochet, and then we're going to go in the stitch on the leg, and then in the next unworked back loop on the shell, and work it just like a single crochet, like so, and then you have attached your first leg. So this is round 7 if you're looking at the written pattern, and then we're going to single crochet in 4 stitches. So we're just going to continue working in those back loops, and there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4, and now we're going to attach the head. So you can take the head, the top part, the eyes are going to be on top. So since we're facing, this is the top facing us, we're going to put the eyes facing us, And so since the eyes are going to face us, I'm then just going to take it. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to roll the head back and roll it back. And then we're just going to find a spot like here, the bottom where the stuffing, you can see it. We're going to go through the bottom of the head. And then you're going to find the next unworked loop on the shell. And go through the next unworked back loop. And then just pull it through the shell. And then pull it through the head. Like so. And then just yarn over and pull through like a single crochet. And then we're going to do that once more. Do one more stitch on the other side of the head. And sometimes you can find those 4 stitches from when you close the head off. If you find them, you can. But if you want it to line up, sometimes you just have to kind of go through the bottom of the head somewhere. And then the head is attached. And that looks pretty straight. If you have to, sometimes you may have to pull it out and twist the head a little bit or something. But that actually looks pretty straight. So there we go, like that. And then we're going to work in 4 more back loops. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to grab another leg. And since our legs are facing this way, we're going to make sure we face them this way. And now since we're working on the opposite side, we've got to do the leg backwards, because last time we crocheted on this side and this stitch, you just got to make sure when you attach your legs, you face them the right way. So we wouldn't want to face them and do them this way and do them backwards. So we want to make sure that we're facing him the right way. And I'm going to go through and grab, so here's the last single crochet. There's the second one. We're going to grab the second to last one on the edge. And then go through the next unworked back loop and make a single crochet. And then go on that last stitch. Like so. And then we're going to single crochet in 4 more stitches. 3, 4. And that is what we have so far. We're just going to keep working. So now we're going to grab on and attach another leg. And we're going to do the same thing we just done for this front leg. Make sure you're facing him the right way. Depending on how you want the leg. I'm going to go ahead and go on this last stitch on the leg, because I want to make sure this leg doesn't angle too far. If I do those last 2 stitches, he's going to angle too far up. So I'm going to do the last stitch and then behind. I know it's a little bit confusing, but you can just do the 2 stitches if you want. But I kind of want the legs to angle a little bit different. So I'm going to grab that stitch there. And then behind where that last stitch was. And single crochet. You can see how the leg angles down a little bit more. To me, it looks more like a back leg than an angling up like this. I don't want them up like this. I want them more like that. So that's why I didn't do the last 2. I did the last one and then behind them. And you can kind of, as you attach them and you do a couple more, the more I've made, the better I've got with attaching the legs. So it may take you a couple of tries or making a couple of turtles before you get it perfect. Okay, so after we've attached that leg, we're then going to single crochet in 6 stitches of the back loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to grab our last leg and we are going to attach him. So I'm going to do, before, we're going to flip him down here, make sure we face him the right way. And instead of the last one, I'm going to do behind the loop behind that last stitch. And single crochet. And then single crochet in the next stitch. Okay, and then we're going to work, there should be 4 stitches left, and you're going to single crochet in those last 4 stitches. And that will be round 7. And this is by far the most confusing round of the pattern, and after this it's very easy to finish off. So you should have, if you count these stitches, you should have a total of 32 stitches. If I can get my tails out of the way, you should have a total of 32 stitches for round 7, and then we're going to go on to round 8, and we're going to begin decreasing and closing our turtle. Okay, so for round 8, we're going to single crochet in 2 stitches, 2, and then we're going to single crochet 2 stitches together. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. So we're going to single crochet in 2 stitches and single crochet 2 stitches together. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet back up with y'all when I finish round 8. Okay, I just finished round 8. When you finish round 8, you should have a total of 24 stitches. And then going on to round 9, we are going to simply single crochet 2 stitches together all the way around. So we're going to just single crochet 2 stitches together all the way around the turtle. And then after this round, we will stuff them. So I'm just going to go ahead and work 2 single crochets all the way around and meet up when I finish round 9. Okay, so I just finished round 9. At the end of round 9, you should have a total of 12 stitches. And now I'm going to go ahead and stuff the turtle with a little bit of polyfill, and there's just one more round left, and our turtle is almost done. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff them before I finish closing up this hole. So it doesn't take very much stuffing because he's not very big. Okay, so then going on to round 10, and our very last round, we're going to repeat round 9, and we're going to single crochet 2 stitches together all the way around. Around 9, you should have a total of 6 stitches left. You can then cut your yarn, leaving a long tail, and I'll show you how I close the bottom of the turtle so that there's not a hole left. Pull that loop up a little bit. I've put my yarn on my yarn needle. We'll go through that loop and just pull it. And then to close up this hole, there's not a gap, is I'm just going to go in the next stitch. I'm not going to go through both loops. I'm going to go through the front loop only. And I'm just going to do that around. I'm going to go through the front loop of each stitch around. And I'm just going to go all the way around, just going in that front loop. And after you make it all the way around, you're simply going to pull, and that is just going to close that up nice and perfect. And then you're going to knot this tail. You're just going to go under a stitch anywhere, and I'm going to knot it. And I'm going to weave this tail in. So I'm going to go under here, like so, and just weave that tail in. You can then cut that yarn, and your turtle is finished. And that is how easy it is to crochet your own little mini turtle. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this crochet tutorial. If you have, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet, and to be sure to check out my YouTube channel for other crochet tutorials and patterns. And happy crocheting!